Hey guys, it's Nacho Cheese here, and I'm making a different kind of video today. It's not going to be a time lapse like I normally do. No guys, I'm going to actually teach you guys how to draw Mario, because I've drawn him so many times it just comes naturally to me. So I've saved it. Well, as you can see, I'm using Macromedia Flash Professional 8. This is for anybody who had the question out there. This is what I use to make all my drawings on the computer. And I have what I'm going to be using to draw Mario on this document right here. It's called LOL. Once this opens up, you will see it, and I've already started a little bit of it because before I had a little bit of trouble drawing the nose, and this is my pre-made nose. And first of all, for you guys who don't know, my blue lines are my developing lines, and my black lines are my final lines. So, to clear that up a bit. Alright, first you want to start off with the nose, and you want the nose to start off with, if you have it exactly how I do, I would start about halfway on this line. I would go and slowly follow the shape. Don't go outside the circle though. And it ends in a little slight curve upward. You see that? And I'm going to be fixing any mistakes in this drawing. So since we got that, now next you go on to the mustache, and you kind of go at a slight upward direction. And for me, I like to do a pretty puffy mustache. So the first one's kind of small, and then the second one gets bigger, and then the third one's like the biggest. It takes probably the most amount of space. And then you follow until the mustache is complete. Now remember guys, this may be a bit sloppy, but I'm not going to go by these lines. These are just reference lines, as I like to call them. And now since we got the mustache layout down, next I go to the sideburns, because they're a pretty simple shape. They're just pretty much I don't know how to describe that. It's like, oh yeah, it's like more like a W. So just think of a W shape, that kind of think of this as a puzzle piece to the mustache. The point kind of finishes it. And since I'm capturing with Camtasia, it slows down my drawing, so please forgive me guys for that. And next, you instantaneously you make the ear. For me, I like to draw the ear pretty big. And this is just my preference. You don't have to do this, but I just add a simple like 6 shape. Wait, let me redraw that. It's like an incomplete 6. That's how I describe it. Next from here, I usually draw the bill of the hat. So let's get on to that. And it's going to go across his head. And then right when it gets to about there, yeah, there, that's where I stop, and then I make sort of the curvy line for the hat, and I complete it. Now you start to see Mario form, right? And since we have that done, let's just get the hat, like the rest of the hat, out of the way. So you start near the base of like the ear right here, and you kind of go off from that, and you make a small little bunch at the back. And then here we go. This is probably the hardest part for me, is making the hat. And just remember, you can erase any lines that you don't like. And then, that cursed too much. That looks a little off actually. So you can't do this in real life, but I'm just fixing a quick mistake. Which is why I love Macromedia, honestly, because you can quickly fix your whatever's wrong with it. I don't know. Alright, so what I do next is right where the cap probably meets is where you want to make the outline of his face, which is just a curve and then a big curve like that, and that kind of forms his face. It does. And then let's finish the face by starting off at the ear, and you kind of like that. You make the chin. Don't try to make it all pointy. It'll just make it look stupid. Trust me, I know. I like to make Mario's face very, very plump. Next, let's add the other ear right here. I would actually, this is just a personal touch, I think he needs a little button right there. Now to do the sign on his hat, the M. That's what I normally do. So you just make a little bitty circle, half circle in his hat, and I'm just gonna draw a makeshift M. I'm not even gonna make it all pretty and nice. And okay, this is where my touch comes in. I don't think there's anyone in the world that really does this like I do, but I like to make my eyes big, bold, and kind of weird looking. So this is just my personal touch, but if you like it, you can use it. I don't care. Oh, it looks ugly. Just big, black, and you just use this filling tool right there and color it in, and you can shape the eye to whatever you like. Make him sad, make him mad, make him happy. Doesn't really matter. And then you make the second eye. I tend to make the second eye just under the bill of the hat, because it gives him it gives it a cool look, in my way of thinking. And yes, his eyes and his hat do, his eyes do go over his hat. And let's add the second eyebrow right there. And well, we got the face of Mario done, but well, wait 1 second. You have to add the little the end, which I just make two shapes right there. And for the most part, we have just for this case, let's make him a little mouth right here.